Growing up in India, I went to this school that had a reputation of being a Mawali school, a Gunda school. It was an all-boys school, about 700 of us. It was run by Parsis and then all boys. There were amazing teachers in that school, really. Some old-fashioned, some amazing, some brilliant. Out of all those teachers, there was this one teacher who kind of still stands tall in my memory years later. His name was Dian Irani. He was tall, lanky, with a crew cut, Clint Eastwood-like. He used to wear a blue shirt, khaki pants, and brown Bata sandals. Whenever he used to walk the corridors of the school, the boys used to part and say, "Good morning, Mr. Dian Irani." And he used to remember every child's name. In fact, whenever the other teachers, the not so amazing teachers, could not manage a class, could not manage the chaos in a classroom, they would call for him. They would say, "Jao, Dian Irani ko bula ke le aao." And the moment we boys would hear this, we kind of quiet down. Then he would enter. He would come through the door and he'd stand there quietly. He'd look around and he'd say, "What are you boys doing? Do you have no shame? Why don't you go back to your studies? It's for your future." That's all he would say, nothing else. He wouldn't scream, shout, or whip us, or pick up a stick, or fire us from school. Nothing, nada, zilch, that's all. Today, years later, 10, 20 years, 30 years later, I still wonder about him. And my studies in leadership, in influence, in neuroscience tell me this one thing that Dian Irani had. That's why he had this power and influence over us, is that he had empathy for us. He cared for us. He literally, from the depths of his heart, he cared for us. And we knew it. As he looked at us, we knew in his eyes that this man, he loved us. He didn't look at us as little ruffians. He saw us as potential human beings, good citizens of the earth. And when we recognized this, we responded to him with respect and with the same kind of courtesy that he offered us. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to influence people, authentically influence people, care for them, exercise pure empathy, true empathy, and you'll be able to influence and change your world.